West Virginia State University, the Yellow Jackets, a Division II school located in Charleston, West Virginia that has been making some noise lately and just got the call this offseason to join Division I FBS as an independent. They will be the third Division I football team from the state of West Virginia. That includes West Virginia University, Marshall, and now the West Virginia State Yellow Jackets. Charleston is the most populated city in West Virginia and is the capital city of West Virginia, and Charleston has a rich history of producing some really good talents that were from that city. That includes Bobby Howard, Joe Gillum Jr., and even one of the greatest wide receivers of all time in Randy Moss. Look to make a name for themselves early, hopefully making bowl games and eventually the college football playoff and becoming a powerhouse as an independent. We will be looking to join other conferences that could include the Sun Belt or possibly the American Conference or even the ACC or the Big Ten, hopefully eventually. What is going on, college sports fans? Welcome back to another video. Today we have our first episode of a brand new dynasty where we do have the West Virginia State Yellow Jackets and make a name for themselves here with our program. They're looking to make a name for themselves. I'm super excited for this series. We're going to go through it, break down our roster, our coach, our settings, all that good stuff, and get into our first game of the year here in this video where we will be going up against the Marshall Thundering Herd on the road over in Huntington, West Virginia. So only 40 minutes apart between these two programs. So it is going to be a game that I think is going to be a rivalry throughout this series. So it is only right that they are our first game, not only of the season, but of our existence in Division I football. So I am super excited. First, let's kind of go over our roster. Then we'll kind of go over what I have going on in recruiting so far, our settings, and all that good stuff. So let's take a look at our depth chart and meet our team. West Virginia State Yellow Jackets, we do have our starting quarterback. He is a sophomore, Buster Boykin, number 2, 6'4", 213 pounds. He is a guy that I expect a lot of great things from in his career. But we do have to be careful because there is a senior quarterback on the rise, actually a higher overall than Buster Boykin. That is Logan Reese. Number 10, quarterback, 84 overall. He is a senior. He is not going to want to just blow off this senior year. He wants to make a name for himself and hopefully take over that starting job at some point this season. We also do have Scott Tarpley, which I don't really expect big things from, but he is only a freshman, so who knows, he could progress over in the future. And we did redshirt Adam Madison as well, who is also a freshman, 77 overall. He'll be a redshirt freshman next year. He is a guy that could possibly be the future of this program as well. Next up at running back, we do have our starter, 87 overall, Houston Webster, number 6. He is only a freshman as well. He is a guy that is going to get the majority of our carries. Now, he is not going to be probably a 3-down back. We do have some other good backs like Levi Biddle, number 25, senior out of Norman, Oklahoma, who is going to split carries with Houston Webster. Webster is going to be our starter, but he is only a freshman. We don't want it too much wear and tear on our backs, so we are going to split carries between him and Levi Biddle, and possibly Kendrick Mosley Jr. as well, but he's only a 68 overall. We will hopefully not have to put him in the game too much. Next up, at wide receiver, we do have one of our best players on this team, Jalen Burkhead, number 13, junior. And this guy is just an absolute stud. He is going to be one of our better players. And like I mentioned earlier, Charleston produced some good wide receivers, including Randy Moss. Jalen Burkhead is a guy that definitely looks up to a guy like Randy Moss and wants to be able to do similar things out of the state. Next up, we do have Terquavion Gay, number 3 wide receiver. He is a senior. He is going to be our wide receiver 2. We have Cameron Smith, number 5 wide receiver, as our wide receiver 3. We do have our former walk-on, who walked on as a sophomore, now a junior, Mackie Blosser, who is actually our wide receiver 4 as a walk-on. And then we do have guys like Caleb Matthews, Sammy Allen Jr. That's not really going to get much playing time. But we do have one sophomore who I am redshirting this year just because they're not really going to see the field, but I expect them to go up in overall and give us some good minutes in the future, and that is Jack McLean, number 9 sophomore. Like I said, he is getting redshirted this year, so we will still have him for 3 more years after this year. After some of these guys do graduate, that we are going to need him for sure. At tight end, we do have Mo Lester, number 84, as our number 1 tight end. We do have Alex Mathesoli, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, as our tight end 2. And our tight end number 3, if you guys have been on the channel for a while, you remember Henny Smith. He was our small forward on our South Florida Bulls basketball dynasty. He has now moved over to football to play tight end over here at West Virginia State. And he's still, like he was in basketball, 60 overall. He's only a 61 overall, but he is a 6'8", 239-pound tight end. So hopefully he can progress. I mean, he's already a senior at this point, but hopefully he can maybe give us some minutes, go in there and do some work as a 6'8" tight end. At left tackle, we do have John Lamb. He is one of our better players that we do have on this team here for year 1, and he's only a junior, so that is going to be awesome to be able to have that pass protector there for 2 years. At left guard, we do have John Turnbull. At center, we do have Jason Northfield, and we do have sophomore that I think is really going to be a help for the future in Mike Schneck. And at right guard, we do have Robert Ritter. At right tackle, we do have McKinley Rivers. And so, yeah, our offensive line actually looking pretty good. We actually have pretty good depth there as well. At right end, we do have CJ Driver. That was left end. At right end, we do have Franklin Moses. At D tackle, we do have Sean Oakman, senior. At left outside linebacker, we do have Dakotas Maverick, who is going to be probably our best pass rusher on this team as a junior, 87 overall. At middle linebacker, we have our number 1 player on this team. Like, he is our best player, and that is Koa Natalia, who is a super good middle linebacker, only a junior at this point too, 94 overall. He is going to give us, he's going to be the star of this defense 100%, not only in coverage, but tackling, making the right play, blitzing, everything, you name it, he can do it all. And our middle linebacker number 2 is going to be on the field with Koa is Cody Ambrose. So those are our linebacker duos that we do have there. At right outside linebacker, we do have Jamello Harris. At corner, we do have Jaron Harden. He is our best corner at 87 overall. Then it kind of goes a little bit down after that. Dorian Clemens as our number 2 wide receiver. And Lorenzo Tomlinson as our corner number 3. And we do have one that we did redshirt in Eric James Jr. He's only a freshman, 72 overall. Still want to keep him for 4 years. Hopefully he can progress for us there. At free safety, we do have Barry Hayes, 79 overall senior. And at strong safety, we do have Chris Smithtree, a 85 overall freshman. Super heavy hitter as a freshman. Super excited for him in his career here at West Virginia State. And finally, our kicker is Kellen Turner. So that is the roster that we are working with here for year 1. We are going to be doing some recruiting, all that good stuff as well. Next up, let's take a look at our settings. Just so you guys know, I am going to be playing on Heisman difficulty. So it is not going to be easy. I'm not going to purposely try to win games, purposely try to lose games. I'm going to play these games as I get them. If we go through this rebuild and we have 7, 8, 9 wins in the first year, that's just how it's going to be. If this team exceeds expectations in year one, that's how it is. If we go 0-12 in our first year, that's just how it is going to be. But I am playing on the hardest difficulty, so it is not going to be easy either way. This is our coach, Danny Fitzpatrick. I chose to be a recruiting head coach just because I want to build up this program, get the best recruits that I possibly can. We don't have any coach points at this point. We haven't even played a game yet. That's why. But that is the coach. I am the coach, Danny Fitzgerald. And we can go ahead and take a look before our first game, just go over our schedule, stuff like that. So we are playing at Marshall, our first game. Going to be an in-state rivalry that I think is going to last throughout this whole series, multiple seasons. FCS Midwest hopefully should be an easy win for us in our first home game. Next up, we do have UAB, which is going UAB at home. That is going to be great. We do have a bye week after that. Then we have to go at Alabama, which is not going to be easy whatsoever. That is going to be a super hard matchup. So hard that we actually had to put a bye week before and after because we're going to need to prepare and also recover from that matchup, playing the powerhouse in Alabama. Next up, we do have James Madison, Troy, Texas State, South Alabama, Ohio, Colorado State, Liberty, a bye week, and then our final game is at South Carolina in Columbia. That is not going to be easy as well. So we do have South Carolina, Bama as our two power conference teams that we are going to go up against this year, two SEC teams. And yeah, guys, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're independent, like I did say. We are going to try to get into a conference eventually. Hopefully by year 2 or 3, we'll be in some sort of conference. Other than that, we can take a look at the top 25. We're not going to be a top 25 team. I mean, this is the first year of our existence in Division I football. We're not going to be in the top 25. Heisman watch. We're not going to be on the Heisman watch. We're not going to have anybody there. Ollie Gordon, Shador Sanders, Judkins, Travis Hunter, Carson Beck. We'll try to get some guys on there, but preseason-wise, we're not going to be there. But let's get into our first game with West Virginia State. Heard walking out in the Kelly Green unis. I think we're rocking the all black as our away jersey, so this is going to be a fun one over in Huntington, West Virginia. 45 minutes away from our campus is the Marshall University campus. Whoo, those unis looking good. The yellow jackets coming out in style. Black with the gold numbers. Let's get it, man. I'm super excited for this first game. Should be a good one. And we are returning right off the bat. So we get to watch this offense early. Super excited. Jalen Burkhead, our star wide receiver, brings it out. Let's see if we can make some magic happen. And we should have just stayed in the end zone there. Huntington might actually be the better quarterback there. And Marshall, we know how passionate of a fan base that they have. They showed up for this game. I mean, why wouldn't they? Houston Webster with the carry, first play of the game. Man, our team is drippy. I can't lie. These unis are actually looking really good. But why would Marshall not come out for the first ever game versus West Virginia State? In-state rivalry. They got to show up. Houston Webster again. He gets the outside. Let's go. First down. Let's see. We got Burkhead on the slant. We got Gay on the slant. Matthews. See if somebody can get open. Come on, Matthews. Make that grab. Way to hang on to it, my man. Let's go. Big third down conversion. Let's get it back on the ground to Houston Webster and see if he can make some noise. Come on. Big stretch play outside. That's 8 up. But Houston Webster turns nothing into a 4-yard gain. I'm already liking Houston Webster. Let's see if we can get a jet sweep over to Burkhead. That's actually going to Matthews. I would have loved to see this go to Burkhead, but let's see what Matthews can do, man. Get that outside. That should be a first down easily there. Let's go. Let's try it again. Get it to Webster in open space. Get to the outside. Couldn't get it. I think we're going to have to take our 3 here. A 32-yard field goal. Definitely more manageable than a 53. That should be good. Ooh, barely snuck in there. I hate kicking from the sides. I want to kick it right down the middle. But we're on the board, and we're winning here in Huntington. Let's get Chris Smith-Tree, the safety. Let's user him a little bit. And Koa! Natalia already making a big play. Linebacker on receiver. Doesn't matter. He breaks it up. We're on that. We're on that. Let's go. Bat it around. 4th and 10. But Buster Boykin can't get there. How do we lose 8 yards there? Oh, was that a lateral pass? Oh, we throw a pick. Buster Boykin tried to get it to our star in Jalen Burkhead, but that's just not going to work out for us. Bad read. Tried to force it. Shouldn't have done that. Now we put ourselves in position where we're most likely giving up at least a field goal. Way to fill those gaps. Only give up 3. Oh, what a pass. Marshall is knocking on the door of possibly scoring a touchdown here. Just sweep. Ah, that cutback got us. Get him down at the 1, though. Can we get a goal line stand? Can we get a goal line stand? I think they're going to run the ball here. If we can fill these gaps. What a play. What is that? Jaron Harden just got burnt there? And they just eat that up on the play action. Get to us so quickly. Our offensive line's got to be better, man. The offensive line's got to be better. Burkhead. Ah, hang on to that, man. What a play by number 10 there. Chris Smith-Tree. Big stop. Let's go. Smith-Tree was ready to lay the hammer on him. He was ready to lay the hammer on him, man. Oh, he read me like a book, man. I thought he was going to go back underneath. Come on. They're just throwing these quick underneath passes, and it's killing us, man. Absolutely killing us. That fumble that we gave up, or that we forced, and then they just were able to recover it, hurt us hard. We're going to be ready for these underneath routes. I guess not. Koa, I thought was going to be able to handle him. All right, back on defense in the second half, down 14-3. Not looking good. Oh, that zig route killed us. Harden, please catch him. Chris Smith-Tree, somebody. Chris Smith-Tree almost caught him, had the angle, just too late. First play touchdown for Marshall. This defense has some stuff to get together, that's for sure. We might have to try to establish the run here. Logan Reese in the game for Buster Boykin. Hopefully he can spark some magic for us in the second half and possibly mount a comeback. But it's really not going to matter too much if our defense can't force stops. He gets it to Jalen Burkhead for a big gain. Logan Reese's first pass. Houston Webster. Big block there by Mo. And that's going to be another first down there for Houston Webster. But I'm also scared to do it at the same time. I'm going to run this play and see if one of our tight ends can't get open here. Alex with a big first down, and he's inside the 20. Let's go. And Logan Reese fumbles. And Marshall recovers. I thought Logan Reese was the answer. He was marching downfield. But he fumbles in the red zone. And we give the ball right back to Pennington in this offense that has been killing us, and we can't bring Pennington down. I was hoping maybe he could fumble there, but we do get a big stop. Chris Smithtree on the tackle. Huge. We need a stop right here. We need a big stop. That's a big tackle by Koa. Let's go. Big tackle by Koa, and it's 3rd down. Let's see if we can get a stop here. This would be huge for this defense, who has been unable to get off of the field. And yet again, they find somebody wide open. Enough, man. This is definitely a run. And it's not. And Harden gets burned there. I thought it was going to be a run play. And just like that, Marshall is up 28-3 on us after we had a 3-0 lead, because this is just not going good. Jalen Burkhead has a step. Can he make the grab? And he does. There's our star receiver when we need him most. Let's go. That was huge. That was huge. Jalen Burkhead again. Open. Can he find the end zone? Stopped at the 1-yard line at the end of the 3rd quarter. But Jalen Burkhead with back-to-back massive catches. He was invisible in the first half. But here at the end of the 3rd quarter, he comes up clutch for the first touchdown of the season. Houston Webster walks in untouched. Let's go, man. Let's go. Houston Webster, touchdown. And that's going to put us down 18 if we get the extra point, but 17 if we go for 2. I think at this point, if we want any chance at winning, we got to go for a 2-point conversion here. And the jet sweep might be the perfect play call right here with the way their defense is lined up. Cut it up. Let's go. 2-point is good. And we are now down 17 points. Man up enough. Long enough for us to get a stop here. And that's going to be 4th down. Come on. That's 4th down. We have a glimmer of a chance to possibly come back here or at least get our team going. Roughing the kicker. Roughing the kicker. Get your head out of your ass. Who was that? Come on. You're running laps all day tomorrow. Get here at 6 a.m. Horrible. Horrible. First 3 and out. First real defensive stop whatsoever. And we blow it. That guy's running laps all practice. The ball here, we really have to commit. And we do. We're going to call a timeout. We're still going to get the ball back, but wow, that shaves like 2 minutes off of the clock and gives up the 2-minute warning, which we would have had in our back pocket. Just horrible there. I don't think we're going to have any chance. I swear, I thought he was about to get roughing the kicker again. Turquavion on the go route. That's a good dime. That's a good dime. Way to haul that in. Turquavion Gay with his first. That might have been his first catch of the game, matter of fact. But a huge one. A huge one nonetheless. We get one there to Jalen Burkhead. Logan Reese making plays. Let's go. Logan Reese scrambling touchdown. That was fantastic. Faked it running outside. Found the hole. Came back around. Great, great play there by Logan Reese. Marshall is going to win the game 28-18. But our team does show some signs of life at the end. After being down 28-3. We end up losing 28-18 on the road at Marshall. But not necessarily a horrible game for our first game as a program. Hopefully we can bounce back. Player of the game, but yeah, Chapman was killing us. 4 catches for 3 touchdowns. He was on his Randy Moss. type shit. He was on his Randy Moss shit there. Wow. Yeah, he was burning 30. I think that's Jaron Harden, and if so, that's not good because he is our best DB by a mile. So I can only imagine whenever we have to go play Bama what it's going to look like. But let's take a look at our stats here before we get into our second game. We did have more first downs than them. We had more total offense than them. But it came down to Buster Boykin threw an interception. Logan Reese fumbled. So each quarterback in this battle did have a turnover. But let's take a look at our player stats. Cole Pennington, Chad Pennington's son, out here, 15 and 19, 4 touchdowns, no turnovers. Rushing, didn't really run the ball much. They didn't have to. Tychon Chapman, absolutely killing us. Let's take a look at ours, though. West Virginia State, we do have Caleb Matthews, actually 5 receptions, 70 yards. Hudson Webster went 4 catches out of the backfield for 42 yards. Jalen Burkhead, 4 catches for 101 yards. Traquavion Gay had 3 for 42. Mo Lester, 3 for 20. And Alex, 2 for 19. Rushing-wise, Houston Webster had a decent day. We didn't get it to him as much because we were playing from behind a lot of that game, but 8 rushing attempts for 34 yards, and he did have a touchdown. Passing-wise, we had Buster Boykin, who was 8 for 15, 78 yards, and an interception. Logan Reese, much better passing, 13 to 16, 216. And yeah, just a lot better considering they both had even playing time. But Logan Reese did have the fumble as well. So yeah, guys, that is it for the first game. Let's go ahead and head into our second one, I think, against the FCS team. All right, we advanced a week, and actually Jamelo Harris is actually the Independent's Defensive Player of the Week. I'm not sure why. I guess because he did force that fumble, but we didn't recover it. So I guess we'll take that. There's only like 4 or 5 teams in the Independents. So yeah, Houston Webster, Offensive Player of the Week, really, for 34 yards and a touchdown. I wonder if we were playing week 0 or something and we were the only independent team playing. That could be it. But we're playing FCS Midwest in our first ever home game. I'll kind of update you of what I got going on recruiting. Our highest star that we do have interested, we have a couple of 3 stars, but it's mostly 2 1s. But Denzel Sisk, a guy that I like a lot, and we are in the lead to pick him up. We offered him a scholarship already at defensive tackle. We got Caleb Lipscomb as a right outside linebacker, who I really like a lot as well as a 2-star. We do have Joey Pinheiro, a corner, who after that last game, you guys could tell we desperately need some more corners out of Texas. We do have Rafael Torres, another corner, who's very interested in us as well. Joshua Kopp, a free safety 2-star that we're going to need to do some work on him. We actually didn't offer him a scholarship yet, but he's actually a JUCO sophomore. So he's out of the JUCO. We'll see if we want him, but we could probably use another safety. Danny Ogletree has been the quarterback that I'm kind of trying to pursue out of Mesquite, Texas. He's an improviser, 3-star. We're second on his list now after we offered him a scholarship. Spent a little bit of time with him. We're just second behind SMU. He's kind of the next quarterback I want to bring in here to this program. We do have a 1-star running back in Marquise Gash. Daryl Sahara, a right tackle that's actually a diamond in the rough that I really, really want to pursue in here. We have a decent offensive line. They didn't really play it great last game, but we want to make that kind of our identity. Having that good offensive line is great to have. Rashard Battles, Wayne Oliveira, another diamond that we found here, right outside linebacker. Raymond Avery, not really much of a chance of us getting him, but we are at least going to try. Leon Gay and Copeland as well. We're number 7 on his list at middle linebacker, but these are all the guys that we're kind of trying to pursue at this point. All right, here we go. Home game. We didn't get an entrance or anything like that, but the crowd has shown out for the most part. I mean, that's a lot of seats to fill up. And they pretty much showed out. I don't like how the other team has white jerseys on as well. That's something I probably should have tried to look at and change. But just like last game, the chrome gold helmets and the chrome numbers on the white just looking clean. But yeah, guys, our home stadium looking good. Our team showing out, excited to have a program in Division I football. And Houston Webster has a big hole right off the bat, picks up a first down, barely. Let's go. Here we go. Third down. We need a conversion right here. We're going to get it to Houston Webster, who cannot break a tackle. But 4th and inches, I'm not going to lie. Danny Fitzgerald, head coach, we need to establish ourselves early. And even on our own side of the field, we're going for this on 4th and inches. And Houston Webster finds a big hole and gets it all the way down to the 50-yard line. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Let's try to get it through the air a little bit here now. What a pass by Buster Boykin to Caleb Matthews, number 18, who has really showed out here for us. Surprisingly so, as a junior, we did not expect him to do this. We did not expect this from him. We were expecting Jalen Burkhead, some of these other guys, to really get it on. Buster Boykin trying to show the legs. He kind of gets out of trouble, but still a negative 1 yard loss. Jalen Burkhead, do we want to settle for 3 here? We probably should, but I'm a risk taker. We're going up against FCS. We need to establish ourselves. We need to get in the end zone. We need to get in the end zone. Henny Smith in the game at tight end. Wow, okay. That's a touchdown. Terquavion Gay! Buster Boykin's first passing touchdown is to Terquavion. And what a dime it was on 4th and 7. That's why we don't settle for 3. 2 4th down conversions on this drive. And Buster Boykin has an opening statement for Coach Fitzgerald. First look at this defense against FCS team. We should be faster than them, which is why I think playing man might be the right decision. Just being able to cover them, hopefully better than we were Marshall. Marshall, we could not cover their receivers whatsoever. I was expecting a run there, and wow, what a big hit there. Not sure who that was, but that was absolutely huge. We're going to play this underneath here on the pass. Press up. We don't want to give up these 2 yards. If we can get a 3 and out here, this would be huge for our team's confidence. I kind of read that hole, but just made the jump too hard. What a play there by the running back. He is the only star on this offense for FCS Midwest, so you got to think we got to put Koa on him, and he is going to get majority. Ooh! No. We might catch him. We're not, and they tie it up. Number 4. Whoever number 4 is, man, I'm going to learn these players' names as we keep playing. I know them. I just don't know all their numbers necessarily. But he jumped on that. That could have been a pick 6 there. But FCS Midwest showing us that they can keep up with us a little bit here. We might take a shot here. Is that offsides? We're taking a shot. Jalen Burkhead with the catch. I hope it's not a false start. Offsides. Let's go. We read that right. We're going to decline it and take that big catch there by Jalen Burkhead to come back to the ball. What a play. We got play action here. Let's see if we can get a touchdown. Way to fake him out on it. We're going to pass it to Battle, our fullback, and we get the touchdown. And just like that, we're back on top. Defense has not been good so far this year. We need to improve on that. We are playing Heisman difficulty like I did mention a couple of times. But, yeah, they're trying to run hurry-up offense as well on us. But, yeah, our defense desperately needs to improve. Sean Oakman gets in there. He's not going to get to the quarterback, though. They throw it away. But we're definitely going to have to hit not only recruiting hard on defense, but we are going to have to hit the transfer portal as well. I think we can do it. We blow that gap. Let's go, Harris. Big tackle for loss. And it is 3rd and 13. They're running the hurry up. We don't want nothing underneath. Let's see if we can get a 3rd down stop here and get this defense off of the field. This would be huge. Come on, Harris. Don't let him get it to that tight end. That's covered up. What a pick there by Harris. Back-to-back huge plays as he gets the tackle for loss and he gets the interception. Woo! First turnover of the season for this defense. Jamello Harris. He's actually the one who forced the fumble last game. I remember as well. Jamello Harris might be a star for us. Here's another star, Houston Webster, getting outside and picking up some yards. Let's go, Jamello Harris. I got my eye on you. You've made a name for yourself very early in this series, and now I'm not going to forget it. That might be underthrown, and Buster Boykin gives it right back to him. Interception right back. Buster Boykin tries to make a play, throw on the run, and it cost us. And this defense, after finally getting off the field, has to come right back out there. And here's their quarterback, Chris Smithtree. I was hoping would lay the hammer on him there, but was unable to do so. They're running this hurry-up offense. I don't know if it's going to work for him, but 2-minute warning now. I read that too, but just not fast enough on that change of direction there. I thought that he was going to go there, and he did. Can we get a stop here in the red zone? This would be huge for our defense. Get a big tackle. Come on. We can get a stand here. We can make a stand here. Come on, defense. We can make a stand. The coldest Maverick in the game. Those routes have been killing number 30, man. Jaron Harden has been getting cooked on those little comeback routes. That happened against Marshall and now against FCS. Get it to Jalen Burkhead. He's got speed, and we're going to use our first timeout there. Definitely am going to be looking at. Can he get out there and make the play? No, he drops it. What a dime by Buster Boykin. But Traquavion unable to hang on to the ball. Seconds, we're going to have to make a quick decision here on where we want to go. I'm going to throw it up, give Traquavion another chance. Unable to do so, we're going to have to take our 3. We get 3. We're back in the lead. But, man, 2 drops in the end zone. Buster Boykin was putting some throws on the money, and they were just unable to come down with them. Looks like a whiteout here in Charleston. But playing pretty good, man. I mean, Buster Boykin, if we're being real, should have had 3 touchdown passes. He did have the bad interception, which came at a bad time. But he was getting that touchdown back if they just hung on to the ball. Pressure is just not able. I feel like we need a better edge. We need to recruit an edge because our D-line's just not getting to the quarterback, even against the FCS team, quick enough. And there we go. Just as I say that, we get a big sack there by the coldest Maverick, 6'8" defensive end. You love to see it, man. The coldest Maverick. I appreciate you because you're really our only edge that is able to get some pressure sometimes. Let's go, Koa. Way to shed that block. 3rd and 15. We should be able to get off the field here. I don't want to jinx it, but at the same time, we really should be able to get off the field here. If we're giving up 3rd and 15s to FCS, that's not good. It's just not. And there's another sack. Was that the coldest Maverick it is? No, that was actually Big Sean Oakman and the coldest Maverick split that sack, I think. All right, Logan. All right, Logan. Great time, and we get it to Matthews. Great time in the pocket that time by our O-line. A lot of time. Logan Reese going to show off his legs now and pick up almost the first down. Jalen Burkhead, wasn't able to get to it in time. But man, if that throw was on the money by Logan Reese, he had himself a touchdown. Terquavion, touchdown. Let's get it. Second touchdown on the day for Terquavion Gay. 2nd and 17. Huge play. Oh, Jamelo Harris almost got his second interception of the game. That was an outstanding read and stopped a huge play either way. But wow, that should have been his second interception of the game. Let's see if Chris Smithtree can do something for us here. Don't let him get that first down. No way, and he gets more. We had them 3rd and 17, and we're... Got the slide off. I want to blitz him here. We're going to man up this tight end. And they got a touchdown fairly easily there. And they have a chance in this one. Still before the 2-minute warning. They're only going to be down 3 again. This game is way, way, way closer than what it should have been. Gay. And see how this works out. Get the outside. Terquavion having a big day. Juke inside. Let's get it. They use their first timeout. And it's a first down for the Yellow Jackets. I kind of want to take a shot here. Jalen Burkhead, go get it, man. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. What a draw up. They were expecting us to keep running out the clock, and Jalen Burkhead gets his first touchdown of the season. What a dime. I had thought Logan Reese just overthrown him right there, but wow, I'm so happy that he didn't. So we're going to use our Chris Smithtree. We're not going to give up anything. No! Jaron Harden. That was on me. That was on me. I tried to get the interception. I got greedy. I should have just let Jaron Harden do, because he was playing good today. Let's recover this onside kick. Let's go. We'll take that. We can just quarterback kneel it here. Logan Reese, you did your job coming in the second half. And that is going to do it. We win our first home game, and we win our first game of the season. 1-1 on the year. Really wish we could have got Marshall, because we really started playing good there towards the end of that first game. But, yeah, guys, hopefully, Terquavion Gay, man, 4 catches for 74 yards and 2 touchdowns. He could have had 3 touchdowns. He really could have had 3 touchdowns if he didn't drop the 1. But still, he played an amazing game. I can't be too mad at him. We did win the game. And let's get it, man. Our squad came out to play today. Let's take a look at the stats. So we killed them on first downs, total offensive yards, all that good stuff. We both threw an interception. Player stats. You guys are going to have to let me know. Buster Boykin did get a little bit more burn today. But 14 of 21, 191, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Logan Reese, 5 of 6, 91 yards and 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Let me know, based on these 2 games, who should start in Week 3 for the West Virginia State Yellow Jackets. Should it be Buster Boykin or should it be Logan Reese? Both did not play horrible today. Buster Boykin just prone to making some mistakes, for sure. Houston Webster, 9 attempts for 47 yards, averaging 5.2 a carry. Very, very consistent for us. Buster Boykin had 7 yards rushing. Logan Reese 14 yards. Levi Biddle got 1 carry for 6 yards today. And Mosley had a carry for 11 yards today as well. Nice to see him getting a touch in there. Receiving-wise, kind of spread all across the board here. We had Caleb Matthews, 5 for 60. Jacoivion Gay, breakout game for him, man. 4 for 74 and 2 touchdown receptions. Like I said, this drop right here could have been his third one. Could have been his third touchdown there. Jalen Burke had a big game as well. 4 for 96 and a touchdown for him. We had Mo Lesser with 31 yards. Houston Webster with 18 yards out of the backfield. And Andre Battle had 1 for 3 yards. So, not too bad. This game was a lot closer than what I would have liked it to be, but that is going to do it for this first episode of West Virginia State Yellow Jackets Dynasty. And yeah, guys, I'm super excited for the series. It's been a ton of fun so far. I think next week we have Bama. Yeah, guys, so next week we do have UAB at home, and then we are going at Bama. We will be playing these 2 games in our next episode. So I hope you guys enjoy this episode as much as I have making it, and hopefully we have a long, awesome series of Yellow Jackets football.